my dear kin, we are opening back up the storybook and telling an entitled parent story. This happened to me around like 5 years ago. My mother paid for me and my sister's tickets to go to a carnival with my mom's friend. So when we got there, we were kind of just walking around, riding babyish rides, you know. So then we saw this ride. It was like one of those rides that just keep going faster and faster after a couple of loops. So we were like, how about we ride that ride? Yeah, yeah. So all of us, except for little Timmy, the entitled brat of the story, were tall enough to ride. So we just kept riding the ride, and after a few times, and then Karen, the entitled parent of the story, like, let my son ride the ride! She was yelling super loud. And you're like, why? Because he's not tall enough to ride the ride. And I need him to feel special. And you were like, but why? Why? She said, well, since he can't ride, none of you can. So when we looked back over to little Timmy, he was throwing one of the worst tantrums I have ever seen. He was like throwing stuff at random people, eating stuff off of the ground, and just screaming like a banshee. So we just were like, okay, little Timmy, how about we go back on some more rides? And he was like, okay, with his disgusting snot-covered face. We were like, well, let's just ride some other rides. So we went on a bunch more baby rides and not going on any of the cool rides because little Timmy wasn't tall enough for those rides. So we're like, okay, fine, I guess. So when we got to the Ferris wheel, little Timmy said, I want to go on the Ferris wheel. I'm like, I don't know, buddy. It's probably too tall, probably too high for you. And he screamed, I want to go on the Ferris wheel. I was like, okay, fine, I guess. But if you get scared, it's not my fault. I was like, okay, loser. And when we got on the ride, he just kept saying, ha, you're a huge loser. I was able to beat you. So Nick and my sister, Nick isn't his real name, were on a different cart from us. But I was stuck with little Timmy. Little Timmy, when we got to the very top, screamed so loudly, people probably thought I was murdering him. So he was like, I want to get off! And then he tried to climb out of the cart. And if he were to fall, he would have died on impact. So I grabbed him by the back of his shirt and yanked him back into the cart where he was screaming and crying the entire way down. And then I heard my sister say, he's probably going to kill you if he tells his mom. And Nick was like, oh no. So when we got down to ground level, little Timmy ran to Karen and said, Mommy, Duckalore tried to push me out of the cart even though I wanted to be on the ride. So then that woman just started screaming profanities at me. I can't even say it on YouTube. So we were like, Miss, he's lying. And then Nick said, Mom, little Timmy's lying. Why are you believing him? Shut up, little brat. Smacks Nick really hard. And then my sister was like, yeah, he's lying. You're just on your sister's side. So after that, we're like, okay, fine. Just leave us alone. I was like, how about we try out one of those carnival games? You're like, oh yeah, that'd be a good idea. Me and my sister walked up to one of those games where you try to knock down the milk jugs or whatever. So we were able to, me and my sister both won at them. So I got this little Pikachu plush that was like really cute, and it had a little top hat and a monocle and a little mustache. It was really cute. So we kind of just walked around. So my sister got a Grumpy Cat plush. Just a regular old Grumpy Cat plush. By the way, both of them were fake. So when Karen saw this, she ran up to us like a cheetah. Give that to my son now! We were like, no, these are ours. We paid for them and we worked for them. She said, and then she thought she was a cop or something. Put your head down. Put your heads down and your hands up. So we did that. Then she stole them and gave them to little Timmy, and he was like, thanks, mommy, with the fakest, happiest voice I've ever heard. So when we got home, you were like, great, our day was ruined. And a couple days later, when we came to their house, when we saw the plushies, they were cut open. Their stuffing was everywhere. There were weird stains all over them. And then little Timmy grabbed them, got chlorine from the laundry room, I'm pretty sure, ran back to the kitchen and dumped it all over the plushies. And then when Cameron saw it, she's like, oh, little Timmy, that's sad. You can no longer have these plushies. Oh, that's okay though, mommy. So that is the end of the story, my kin. Nay, be sure to do whatever you want on my YouTube channel because it's a free country. Bye-bye.